How are you doing and how have you been? Your boy Tazastical's back and we are going through the war zone. So we're going to have to just make sure we actually survive this. Priority for these episodes, gonna be making sure we've actually got defences up. Our prisoner's gone down. It sort of got blown up in the attack and we decided just to sort of destruct it, which is a shame. Mechanoids are coming for us straight away and I don't think we have any traps. We do have our turrets up. 2 lancers. Okay, so this could get rough very, very quickly. I'm hoping our turrets will be able to deal with anything initial. Let's just make sure everyone's inside. 4, 1, 2, 3. Everyone's inside, so I won't ban anyone. And it's going to be a case of letting our turrets be able to deal with this, which isn't ideal, but just sort of watching them come down. But yeah, we are going to have to sort this out because we're very close to being eliminated here. We've been extremely lucky. Okay, hopefully our turrets don't have too much of a bad time here. How much damage did you actually? Not a lot. Just want to see how much damage they're doing. So they're doing about 30 a time. So 3, 6, 9. So they've got to hit them about 4 times. So we should be fine. But saying that, they're not particularly really damaged. I'm hoping the walls in between aren't going to destroy too many turrets. It looks like when that one blew up, it didn't take any others though. So that's a good thing to know. Right, 1 down. There's no point waiting up my colonists because 1 shot from a lancer can possibly just kill straight away. So we do need to be really, really careful with that. Looks like the walls and the sandbag are actually doing their stuff. And that turret might get destroyed if it gets hit. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, dealing with that not too bad. What is the steel situation? So steel is really low. So that's a huge, huge problem because we can't actually repair any of our traps. And what we have to note is that we do need to be careful because we've got 2 mech clusters on the map. Yeah, we can mortar them, but I think because we had so many raids, so many attacks last episode, our defense is basically non-existent at this point. Okay, let's get through the night and then see what the morning brings, and hopefully it's a bit more fruitful. Health-wise, how's everyone doing? Okay, nothing crazy there, Mick, nothing crazy there. So it could be worse. We're just about getting through at the moment. Yes, things could be a little bit rosier. Alright, no-go zones are set up. Nice. So what we want to do is actually see what's in the no-go zone. And then what we want to see if there's any steel in here. Now, another problem that we have to remember is we don't want to go too far off getting the steel in case they attack us. Oh, this is going to be rough. We do need to make sure these doors go up. If nothing else, at least it's going to give us a little bit of extra time to actually deal with stuff. No, I want a structure, granite wall. Wooden door there. It will give us a little bit of time if nothing else, so I'm not happy about it, but it's sort of the situation we're in. The only other thing I was thinking is we could just put wooden traps up for the time being, which I think we're going to do. We have no steel at the moment, so we have 2 steel. Oh, we have 3 steel traps up. What's the logical? I think the logical, as much as I like the steel traps more, we've got to look at it logically. At the end of the day, we want to win. We haven't got the steel. Therefore, I think the cleverest option is actually cancelling all them and building wooden traps. Yes, wooden traps aren't as good, but it's better than having no traps at all. I would rather them come through already minorly hurt for the turrets to be able to deal with, rather than not hurt at all. Let's make sure there's not a roofed zone there. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, whew, these episodes are getting... Why are you building these? No, I want you to deconstruct them all. But yeah, these episodes are getting hot and heavy nowadays, boys and gals. It's getting fun. But this is the thing with Randy. Sometimes you can go through... Like, this is just... Alright. Alright, Grizzly Bear is hunting Paula. If you just draft down here... It should hit a trap. It's not going to hit a trap. We found out last time. I don't think the turrets attack. Lewis is there though. Who else is nearby? Diva's nearby. And Borba's nearby, so we're fine. Like, you should be able to manually tell the turrets to, like, shoot the bear, I feel. Because at the end of the day, it's a threat. Like, everyone should already be shooting it. Oh, whoops. I forgot Paula didn't have a gun, but that works really nicely because then we can just kite him. Yeah. Right, let's keep shooting the bear. What's your health like? Death in 14 hours, so don't worry about it now, party people. But yeah, your boy is in a good mood, everyone. Your boy is in the best mood. I think for the first time in ages, I actually stayed up all night playing games. I was up at 5:30 with my daughter, but I was up all night playing games. Amazing, your boy is loving life at the minute. I think because I play a lot of games like this and another game called Football Manager where they're sort of more single player games, you sort of lose that interaction of other people. And I've just picked up a first-person shooter called Escape from Tarkov. Now, I'm not good at it by any stretch, but I forgot how fun it is to just find other people, go to Reddit and be like, looking for a group, finding other people, and just chatting to random people. I forgot how awesome that is, and don't get me wrong, I'm more anxious than I probably think. I'm a bit socially awkward. You're all shocked at this, I know. But I'm a bit shy around people I don't know and stuff like that. But I forgot, when you take that plunge, how fun it is. How, like, people are just awesome, really. Obviously, there's odd people, but... I wouldn't say I'm a lonely person, but I think especially being a stay-at-home dad during lockdown, can't do anything. It's sort of... It does affect your mental health without you realising. So, like... I think finding games where you can play with other people is just so important. Like, it's so underrated. I know America, or I shouldn't say it like that, some politicians will go, you know, games cause all this sort of stuff, but it's like, the mental goodness that it has, like just playing with people, being happy, winning together, even losing together, I don't think is bad. Or as bad when you're doing it with someone else. Do you know what I mean? Does that sound crazy? But yeah, your boy is loving life. And if you're not, that's okay. You know, there's nothing saying that you have to, but it's just aiming. It's just about having goals. Like, if you're unhappy, trying to work out why you're unhappy. Because I'm really bad for just being like, I say lonely, not in like a sad sort of sense, but I like playing games like this. I like playing on my own. I'm very OCD, so if I play base builders with people, I don't particularly like it because I'm just like, I'm going to destroy that in 2 seconds because that is not good enough, or it's not like even with the other side. But being able to make that plunge every now and then and be sociable is so rewarding. It really is. I don't mean to make this like speechy or whatnot, but your boy is smashing it. So... Right, happy we made that decision with the kill traps, so we've actually got traps up, which is really, really cool. What I will do is remove that planning, because that's actually slightly agitating. Not massively, just slightly. Farmer fully healed. think what we'll do with these kill boxes is do the same. I would rather have bad ones up than nothing up, if that makes sense. And we are at the point where we're sort of wasting time not doing stuff. Sounds bad when you say it, but I'd rather half-heartedly do it than not do it at all. And it's not half-heartedly, it's just we're desperate. We're absolutely desperate just to defend ourselves here. Okay, gonna have to be really careful with Lewis. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to mine through this mountain to have quick access. And it's something that we're gonna have to think about doing through other parts of the map. Because then we can get around quicker, and especially when mechanoids are nearby, we don't have to risk anything funky happening. Because if they attack while Lewis is down here, we're in a little bit of trouble. Because I'm pretty sure they'll be quicker than him. Well, quicker than most of us anyway. The smoke effect will be from, I believe it's this mechanoid cluster up here. It's a sun blocker. So yeah, which will start to be a problem. We are in a volcanic winter anyway. That's sort of why we're not worried about it too much. Because even if we got rid of it, we wouldn't get the sun to be able to grow something. So we'll just keep it like that for the time being. Alright, what is everyone doing? Everyone's having meals, just max and relax. And you can already see the difference between having all of this down here, really close quarters, like moods are staying well high. It helps that we've got so many positives to be able to give them now. Okay, we're mining through this like a champ, thank you, Borba. It just gives us that option to be able to cut, like, instead of going around there, it doesn't seem like a lot of time wasted. But you'll be surprised. There is some steel down here, some steel down here. We'll have to be cautious that they haven't attacked us in a while. Can I actually click on them to see? It doesn't say anything. Minor break risk Borba. Is that just because he's in the dark and whatnot? Observed a corpse. Okay, that's fine. I thought we built more graves. I suppose we were waiting for that to go up. But we don't have any steel to be able to do it. I don't particularly want any of that roofed, although I appreciate you, you know, jumping to conclusions and doing it for me. So let's go security, wooden trap. Stop walling it. Stop roofing it. So it'll give them a shooting bonus if they do it. Because it'll be like undercover or whatever it's classified as. Okay, that's something. And I want to be careful with this spot, because if they do sap through this bit, they could come down here and avoid a lot of the turrets. Eventually we're going to have more turrets down here anyway, because we need some facing this way for any infestations. And we'll have to adjust the kill box. Even if we have a couple of layers, might be an option. Spring has begun. So now's the point where we're sort of wasting sunlight. So we're going to have to keep an eye on our food, because we're just wasting sunlight. I'm keeping turrets on just for the moment, so I don't have to keep turning them off. What we do need is more graves, 1000%, or them blocks are going to be in the way. So we have the graves just outside here. I thought we did build them, but maybe I'm dreaming in Rimworld. Which I'm not sure if that's worrisome or actually really cool. I suppose it's what part of Rimworld are you dreaming about? Okay. Yeah, I will build more of them, but that's fine just for now. Cool. So every episode, but it is coming along, people. It is coming along. Just having a little downtime just to be able to replace some of this stuff. Getting the corpses sorted is going to be the next big thing, because that's going to start bringing people's moods down. We're sort of going as quick as we can with that. But we've got a lot of weapons that hopefully we can store and sell or use. And then this is basically the clean-up job at this point. The only mistake I made is there was one colonist that attacked us that we didn't strip, and we got to remember to strip that, because then we can use their clothes, or if they've got good clothes. Obviously that's assuming a lot. Oh, trap's been hit. Pause. Pause. Why did you hit a trap here? Very odd. Health wise you will die. That's the only problem. A long way to go, Okay, who is the doctor? 'Cause we need a doctor. Alright, come tend. Let's not lose Paula over something really silly like that. Death in 16 hours. We'll have to make a medical room and all that fancy dancy stuff at some point. Oh, she's still on the super good meds. That's disappointing. Yeah, meds aren't even in the stockpile down here. Okay. Important to know. She'll be fine. Meds, do they need to be refrigerated? Spoils. So herbal does. So let's bring herbal down here. Squirrel. Quest available. We're not interested in any quests. It's just gonna put on pressure on us at the minute, and that's not what we want. Medicine. Herbal medicine. Let's bring down here. Just as I caught that before she had the really good stuff. Just for something, really silly. There's a trap missing. Turret that needs to go there. And we're sort of just deactivating this spot, so to speak. Granite meteorite. Brilliant, massive. Really helps. Me being proper ungrateful, the game gives us something. The game gives you something, you say thank you to Randy and you shut your mouth. Yep, sun's still blocked. Just zooming out there to see if I could still see the smoke. Well, we've got loads of granite and loads of wood that we just saved up through doing that, which I suppose is quite nice. We have got plenty of meat. Which is actually really nice. No crop switches. What have they got up here? Can we actually take them on? I think we probably could, So I think we'll probably deal with that in the morning, because I'm concerned that we're not getting our crops up. And I don't want that to bite us in the bum. Really, Van? You're cleaning the blood there? Is that a home zone? Yeah, don't worry about that. I know it'll give us a negative mood modifier when we're building there, but I'm fine with that. Really want that as dirty as possible to give the raiders... Oh, that's not going to get built now, that wall's there. How annoying. Transport pod. Abort. To be fair, yeah, you're in the no-go zone anyway, so we're not even bothering. Could manually move our people to save, but don't think it's worth it personally. I think we might end up building the prison down here. I like the idea of having it right next to the entrance, so if they do run out, it's not a big deal. Could have a 4x6. Could have something like that and just double door, double door. Or we could go like trap and a door, trap and a door. I don't know if that would work though. But something simple on this, because this is basically going to be death. The death hall anyway. So it might make sense having the prison right here. So then it's really accessible. And then just have like a 4x6. Just thinking of other options. To be fair, we could just have the prison outside anyway. I mean, doesn't need to be inside our base. It's putting a threat in that we don't really need in. Something to think about. Now, I know obviously it's important to get more colonists and stuff, but at this moment I'm not like super concerned. I think we're at the point where we're quite stable. It's just about making stuff a little bit more sexy now, a little bit more cushy. Cloth has deteriorated in storage. Is this all outdoors? Why is it outdoors? What have I done? Okay, there's a hole in the wall there. Wooden wall. A food binge bore bar. Ugly environment. Yeah, well, we'll get into it, and he's a cleaner, so... Yeah, the thing is, I didn't realise we were going to get attacked like that. That was crazy. I think that's the most I've ever been attacked at. Obviously, it wasn't... I've seen bigger one attacks, if that makes sense. But to be repeatedly attacked like that, especially still at an early stage, I feel that was like super harsh. Not complaining, because that was fun as anything. Van, what's the matter, Van? Daughter Vort died. Okay, not really too much we can do about that. That's a massive modifier. Yay, Van smashing up stuff. I love that. Love that for him. Nearly said ha, like it's so confusing with the names and... Don't destroy a mortar. Cool. Just some damage to walls and whatnot. Nothing too crazy cray. Right, then I think the next big thing that we're going to have to do like sooner rather than later is actually get the workshop up. So that was going to be a bedroom. This is going to be a hallway that swings round. Light there, light there. Then we'll have a light there. That will end up being a hallway, I reckon. Just want to make sure it's all really... Well, that's not what I meant to do. I just meant to plan it rather than digging the world out. If we do that, then I can get another light there. The light sources might be a little bit grim. Could move the bedroom along, really, couldn't we? My OCD's unhappy about it, but we could do it. What size are the bedrooms? 5x5. Look at us, we're proper treating them. 5x5, mad. Dough, just pause that while I'm doing that so I can just finish my train of 4. 2 lights there, probably a bit too close together, but I think I'm okay with that. Possibly like really too close together, that might actually be too much of a waste. 1 there. And 1 there. So the same thing like here, we're going to have little grooves where lights are and stuff. And we have the options to then doing the same thing with statues if we wanted to, so at least when they're walking around. Eventually we'll have carpet or whatever we're going to choose to have in the hallways anyway. It's just a It's just doing this first. Okay, let's just keep everyone in the under attack. Just so we don't even have to deal with that. Animals, what have we got? We've got a squirrel, let's slaughter that. We've got a red fox, let's slaughter that. And the boomerang, I don't want to slaughter. Might be worth trying to get a horde of, or a herd even, of boomerang things. Just because then we can milk them for chem fuel, which is big time plays. Oh, we are going to have to try and get electric down here as well. So we'd need to mine all of that out. So let's stop that as you're going. Because you'll be in darkness, get miserable, so let's make sure we're putting lights in as we're going. Because we don't need to have like a silly... someone break down silly just because we're not paying attention. At this point it will be a bit... as you get on it gets a bit more devastating. And as we saw earlier in the series, like it spirals very quickly. One bad mood leads to other people having bad moods and just really affects your colony. So you do need to be careful. I'm normally much more careful than this. It's not the fact I'm ignoring. Like, as I load in, I always quickly check everyone's needs and stuff. So I normally know why they're going to break down. Now, some things you can help, some things you can't. Obviously, as we were moving into the mountain, logistically wise, I did things in the wrong order. Like, the kitchen needed to be sorted up, as we pointed out, and certain things should have been up as we were coming in. So I know I'm like, oh, never mind. But yeah, I do mind. It's just, I can't do anything about it. It's my own silly mistake. And then we have wooden door there, I think was the plan. And then we can have the power come all the way down. And this is just so I don't have to run it across the floor. Because I'm like, no, that bothers me. I don't particularly care if it doesn't show after you put, oh no, you still can see it with the flooring. But yeah, it just makes me feel a little bit better. It's a silly little thing, but I like to do it, so I'm okay with it. Then we will need another light in this room. We mined that out, we could get that sorted now. And to make sure we're hauling stuff as we're going. And we can see the gang is moving very quick now. I am keeping an eye on the food situation at the same time because I am aware that is going to run dry. So I think when it's at the point of being a concern is then we'll start more to shelling than mechanoids. I can never remember which one the lamp is in. One colonist is bored. I don't blame you. There's absolutely nothing to do. Oh, there'll be mining to do. Now we've sorted all that. We've got some lights going. We're back in the mining game, boys. Like I said, I just want to make sure that power's coming down here. And putting marble in every now and then is going to make it more beautiful anyway. I know the whole way is never going to be the most sexiest, but it offsets it a little bit, so I think that's cool. Eventually I'd want all the walls marble inside. That's the plan anyway. And then when they get to a point where I think, okay, we need to make sure, because you'll get stuck indoors, darkness but 0, because you're a night owl. Oh, my bad, Paula, my bad. Where's schedule? So I'd never know the best way to do this. So if someone knows, let me know. So we need 8. So like from 10, 1, 2, 3. Like to me, that's night hours. So sleep in the day. My bad, Paula, my bad. You only had to say. Bring it to the morning meetings. That's what you need to do. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.